underneath the oak where shadows wrestle with the light. I carved our names inside a heart, the edges sharp and bright. The creek sang soft beside us on that early summer's eve. Your scarf a splash of sunset, a hint you'd soon would leave. A hollow heart cries on the wind, whispering through the pines. Each gust of memory faded like old whiskey mixed with wine. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride along, chasing echoes of your laughter across the stones. The porch still creaks, the swing's untouched, it sways with phantom breezes. Gravel roads we wandered once, now overgrown with reason. Your empty chair, the dusty glass, that cabin feels so cold. In the silence of your absence, the sunset's gold turns old. A hollow heart cries on the wind, whispering through the pines. Each gust of memory faded like old whiskey mixed with wine. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride alone, chasing echoes of your laughter across the stones. By the fading trails of yesteryears, where our wild dreams once roamed, I wander through the twilight, my spirit far from home. The stars don't shine as brightly since the heavens saw you go. In the quiet of the prairie, my heart beats slow. Hollow heart cries on the wind, a song that never dies. The pain of letting go beneath the sprawling skies. The saddle's worn, the leather cracked, but still I ride alone, with echoes of your laughter off the stones. Out where the sagebrush paints shadows on the ground, your scarf flew with the wild winds, there it found. Beneath the old oak tree, where our names were carved, the land whispers secrets of two hearts starved. That scarf in the wind, like your love, slipped through my fingers, wandering lonely trails where your sweet scent lingers. The sunset bleeds like my heart when I think of you. Every dusty path leads back, but we're through. Now the oak tree's grown, your name's still there, but the porch is silent, no footsteps to share. Gravel roads stretch out like the years that passed. Your empty cabin, shadows now cast. That scarf in the wind, like your love, slipped through my fingers, wandering lonely trails where your sweet scent lingers. The sunset bleeds like my heart when I think of you. Every dusty path leads back, clear through. In the quiet town, I hear the echoes of your laughter. Each corner turned, I hope it's you I'll find thereafter. But it's just the wind, and the rain washes dreams away, left with only memories that forever sway. That scarf in the wind, like your love slipped through my fingers, drifting past old frontiers where wild heart lingers. The sunset knows my silent pain without you near. At every setting sun, in every falling tear, as the night draws in and stars start to twinkle, my heart holds the love that once made it wrinkle. And like that scar flying high, lost in the blue, I walk these lands alone, forever loving you. Down by Piney Creek, where the water bends, I found her wildflower scarf in the wind. Oak shadows lay across the old gravel road, where our love once was a story told. The cabin's empty, echoes fill the room, pale dust swirls a dance beneath the moon. The creek echoes, oh how the waters sigh, like the heartache whispered neath the twilight sky. Every ripple tells the tale of dreams undone, underneath the weeping willow, waiting for the sun. Years roll like tumbleweeds through the plains, leaving lines on my face like the old porch in the rain. Her laughter haunts the hollows of these hills. The saddle sits untouched, the silence chills. No more the sound of footsteps on the wood, just the lonely night where her smile stood. The creek echoes, oh how the waters moan, carrying the weight of love now only I own. Every whisper in the wind, her name it seems, caught in the bittersweet trap of my dreams. Oh, but life's a shadow since she's gone away. The colors turn to gray in the blaze of day. Yet in the creek's lament I find my peace, as if her gentle whisper bids my soul release. The creek echoes, and in its mournful call I find the strength to face the dusk. After all, every sunset closes with a soft goodbye, leaving me a cowboy, the tear in my eye. The creek echoes, In the shade of an old oak tree, we carved our names in 53 on that wild edge of Sundown Creek, where the water whispers deep. Her eyes like the twilight sky, starlit dreams and whispered sighs. We shared the silences that speak, neath the branches creaking weak. Her eyes said nothing as she turned away, like a prairie wind, cold and gray. All the promises whispered soft and low, faded like the footprints in the snow. Now the oak tree stands alone, names weathered like old bone. The cabin's empty windows stare like hollow eyes in the prairie air. Scarf she left hang on the rack alongside my dusty hat. Memories in each thread and seam, now just shadows in my dreams. Her eyes said nothing as she walked to the dawn, leaving me with the silence and the echoes now gone. All the laughter that filled the night, now just whispers in the fading light. On a gravel road I ride astray, with every sunset marking the day. The trails we walked are overgrown, this wandering life I roam alone. But in the quiet towns, under starry shrouds, I see her face in the crowd. A ghost in my heart, never truly apart, her silence a haunting art. Her eyes said nothing, yet they said it all. In every fading echo I hear her call, through the dust and the wind, under spacious skies. I'll wander forever where her memory lies. Her eyes said nothing, oh, but her heart was a wild song. In the town of Broken Spur, under a bleeding sky, there stood an oak, its limbs like prayers stretching wide. That's where we carved our names, in the heart of the bark, where his shadow fell apart as day slipped into dark. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark, in the silence of the old porch where his shadow fell apart. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the empty cabin's call. Gravel roads hold echoes of his footsteps, that's all. The saddle sits untouched, the reins lay soft and slack. Memories fade like trails, they don't lead them back. Oh, the wind, scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark. In the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. The rain speaks in rhythms on the dusty window pane, telling tales of the cowboy who won't ride through again. In the heart of every storm, amidst the thunder's art, lies the shattered piece of a lonesome, wayward heart. So let the wind carry away the whispers through the rustling leaves. His scarf still tangled in my fingers with dust and shattered dreams. Each sunset a reminder of love's enduring mark on the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. In the whisper of the leaves, where his shadow fell apart.
In the shadow of an oak, by the rusted gate we knew, where the whispers of the prairie grass caught the morning dew. Your scarf a patch of crimson lost beneath the summer's throne, where we carved our names on that old porch in a time all our own. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that know your name, while my heart's locked behind it, forever waiting in vain. Every sunset paints your face on the skies I roam alone. Rusted gate stays, but darling, you've gone. The years they came with dust and rain wore the trail to your door. The cabin stands, empty hands, no echo of your laughter anymore. That saddle rests untouched, undressed, where once it rode the wild. Every gravel road a memory, every mile a whispered child. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that know your name, while my heart's locked behind it, forever waiting in vain. Every sunset paints your face on the skies I roam alone. Rusted gate stays, but darling, you've gone. Beneath the crescent moon's embrace, I feel the weight of skies. The stars like tears the night reveals what the heart denies. In the quiet of the fading trails, I find no rest, no new starts. For every path wends back to you through the canyons of my heart. Oh, how the gate still sways in winds that sing your song, bound by rusted memories where your whisper lingers long. Every sunset's a curtain call of a play where I'm alone. Rusted gate stays, my love, and I stay forever home.
out by the old whispering oak, where the dusty trails been weaved. I found a scarf you left behind like a piece of you I still grieve. The wind sings through the branches, a melody both sweet and sad, a token of a love that's gone and the sunset light gone mad. As the sunset fades on the edge of town, the shadows grow where we once lay down. The colors burn to a deep heartache under skies that witness every promise we'd break. There's an old porch swing swaying with ghosts of laughter we once knew. The cabin empty like my arms, missing the warmth of holding you. The gravel road's been washed out by the rains of countless storms. Each drop of memory faded as my lonesome heart moans. As the sunset fades on the edge of town, the shadows grow where we once lay down. The colors burn to a deep heartache under skies that witnessed every promise we break. Through the silence of the plains, under stars too distant to tell, my regrets are carried on the breeze in the night where whispers dwell. What's lost is more than love, it's the peace I can't regain. A cowboy wanders soulless like a ghost upon the plain. As the sunset fades, so do dreams of yore. The dust settles where my heart beats no more. The twilight captures my silent plea in a world that moves on without you and me. So I saddle up as darkness claims the land so wild and free, riding under starlit skies where you and I swore we'd always be. But like the sunset fades into the night's embrace, I'm a shadow riding onward in the echo of your grace.
In the sleepy shade of the old oak tree, where the wildflowers whispered and waited for thee, we carved our names enshrined in bark underneath the sky till the world turned dark. That old porch swing where we danced with the wind, a waltz of whispers where my dreams had grinned. Shattered glass drifts on a gravel road, each piece of memory a story told. The sunset bleeds through the clouds so vast, and I'm holding shadows where the light won't last. Oh, how the silence, it weeps and laughs in the echo of your voice in shattered glass. Gone are the days on dusty trails, now just faded tracks beneath my nails. That cabin stands solemn and alone
Its empty halls play our love's last tone. Your scarf still lies on the seed-eater chest, a splash of color for a heart unrest. Shattered glass drips on a gravel road, each piece of memory a story told. The rain taps gently on windowsills past, mocking each promise that didn't last. Oh, how the silence, it weeps and laughs in the echo of your touch and shattered glass. The wind carries whispers of what could have been through the rustling leaves or the rolling din, and I see your reflection in streams running clear. In each fleeting shadow I feel you near. Shattered glass drifts and I follow its trail, a mosaic of dreams, love's poignant veil. Every shard a tale under twilight's expanse, in the dance of dust I give one last glance. Oh, how the silence, it weeps and laughs, forever lost in this sea of shattered glass. This ballad captures the melancholy and poignitude of love lost, where every physical element around recounts a part of the narrative, adding layers to the emotional landscape of the song.
In the shadow of the whispering oak, where the sun paints gold on the old porch spoke, there's a swing that creaks where we used to sit, carving our names in the wood, bit by bit. Rusted chains, but the memories glide, smooth as the river, slow, embracing tide. Oh, the swing echoes with a lonely song of laughter that's fled, and days that aren't gone under the oak, where the soft winds blow. My heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Now the dust whirls on an empty track, where we once walked, no sign of turning back. The cabin stands, but it's hollow inside, echoes of footsteps where silence now resides. Your scarf still hangs by the door, so thin, faded like the jeans you danced in. Oh, the swing echoes with a lonely song of laughter that's fled, and days that are gone under the oak, where the soft winds blow. My heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Sometimes the prairie calls under that sky, telling me to roam, yet asking me why. In the heart of the wind, your voice soft and low tells me part of me stayed in that sunset's glow. Yes, the swing echoes with the ghost of a song. Your laughter's a memory as I wander along under the oak, where the old shadows play. I'll sit here until my last sunset fades away, and maybe these echoes will someday be through, but the swing will always only echo for you. This ballad's sung deep and slow, carries the emotional weight of long gone better days.
and the acceptance of solitude wrapped in the haunting beauty of the western landscape. As the sun sets, the music fades like the light, leaving a poignant silence that speaks volumes.
At the edge where the oak trees meet the sky, I found your scarf, blue as a stormy July. The river band whispered your sweet goodbye under a canvas painted with sunset side. Hear the river band echoes calling me home to the ghost of your laughter where wild winds roam. My heart rides the trails where we used to roam, but those paths are just memories fading alone. The porch still creaks like it did before, but my boots sound hollow on the wooden floor. Rain taps the windows, but doesn't bring more than the echo of kisses that time can restore. Hear the river band echoes calling me home to the ghost of your laughter where wild winds roam. My heart rides the trails where we used to roam, but those paths are just memories fading alone. In the dust of the trail where our dreams used to lie, I chase the sunset where old lovers sigh. Lost in the whispers of a silvery sky, love's a shadow that never quite says goodbye. So I listen for you in the river band's moan, among the echo of steps on gravel once known. The heart may wander, but always it's shown. Wherever I roam, your memory's my home.
Out by the old split rail where the bluebells sleep and oak trees stand scars deep where hearts once spoke, beneath its shade our whispered dreams did weep. In the dust of dawn where our love awoke, I wore a grin wide as the river's bend, your scarf a fluttering red against the sky. Promises as endless as the land we'd tend, now just a cracked frame that flew with the July. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed underneath the endless aching sky we wed. Came upon that cabin, walls now lean, the porch still groans under the weight of ghosts. Once a haven, our secluded evergreen, now it whispers with the solitude it holds. flows. The saddle sits untouched by time's harsh gale, as if waiting for your gentle hand's return. But the trails we rode together have grown pale. In the silence, even bravest fires burn. Oh, my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound, over gravel roads where our laughter's drowned. Sunset bleeds like the tears we used to shed underneath the endless aching sky we wed. In the quiet towns where shadows play, I find pieces of you slipping through the fray. A dance, a glance, a smile once shared, lost in the winds like dust unprepared. So my heart rides these winds, a lonesome sound, every sunset a memory as the world spins round. A cracked frame, a fleeting whisper of love once read beneath the boundless aching sky, forever we tread. Cracked frame flew with the wind, my love, my lament. In the saddle alone, my heart's forever spent. With the dust I ride into the sunset's glow, where our soul song plays on, and ever will I know. Out by the whispering creek where the oak trees weave, boots stir the dust, your scarf caught the breeze. We carved our names under that old porch light. Now I'm talking to shadows in the falling night. The creek sings low, a sorrowful sound, in the place where my heart first got bound. Oh, the creek haunts with its lonely call, where our echoes lie neath the twilight shawl. Every stone and turn, a memory's breath. In the quiet sobs of the stream, I feel your death. The sunset bleed, it knows my cost at the creek haunts, where I loved and lost. Years rolled like the wheels down a gravel road. The cabin's empty, the fire's cold. Your laughter's a ghost in the rustling leaves. I'm a shadow man with a heart that grieves. The trails we walk now overgrown. In the creek haunts I wander alone. Oh, the creek haunts with its mournful sigh, where dreams drift like clouds in a stormy sky. Each whisper in the wind, your name it calls. Amongst the crumbling pines and the weeping falls, the dust settles deep where our love was tossed at the creek homes, where I loved and lost. And oh, my sweet, does the wind carry Christ to the stars above from my tear-dimmed eyes? For each night I lay by these haunted streams, you visit me softly in the thorns of my dreams. Yes, the creek haunts with its lonesome moan, a cradle of echoes where I've grown old. The shadows stretch as the day departs, and the creek haunts amidst broken hearts, a silhouette against the fading gloss at the creek lawn, where I loved and lost. So I'll saddle my sorrows, ride the dusty dawn by the creek that haunts where you're forever gone.
Maybe these trails under skies vast and blue will one day heal the scars of losing you. But until then, in the dust I'll trust that the creek homes where I loved and lost.
In the shadow of Lonesome Hill, beneath the whispering oak, where the sunset spills its gold and the old story spoke, I found a scarf of faded red, tangled in the breeze, every thread of memory dancing with the leaves. A lonesome hill whispers low and sweet of the girl I love, where the earth and sky meet. Now she's a ghost in the wind, a whisper in the rain. Her echo rides the valley on a train I can't detain. Years roll like thunder through towns quiet and cold. Our cabin's just embers, the porch worn and old. Gone the laughter that filled up the dusty gravel road. Now it's just my lone shadow and her memories I hold. A lonesome hill whispers low and sweet of the girl I love, where the earth and sky meet. Her touch of fading sunlight on the saddle worn and gray. I'm a silhouette at sunset with too much gone away. There's solace in the saddle under stars that still roam, but every trail just circles back to her, my heart's home. Guess every lonesome cowboy with his song and his sin finds a stir up too empty where her laughter had been. So lonesome hill whispers and I whisper back, words lost on the wind down a long forgotten track. Maybe love's just a shadow, an echo fading slow. A heart holds its secrets where only wild winds go. By the gnarled oak where the wild rivers flow, we carved our names in the skin of the bark. Under vast skies where the cold winds blow, in the heart of the shadows we sparked a dark. Oh, but that trail turned cold, my love went astray, where the sun dips low and the night swallows day. I'm walking these roads where our memories lay, guided by stars led astray by the fray. The porch still creaks, but it sings no more. Silence fills spaces where laughter once soared. Dust settles slow on the hardwood floor, echoes of footsteps I once adored. Yes, that trail turned cold, my heart torn apart, where dreams fade like evenings, last blush of light. I'm clutching the reins of a runaway heart through the ghost of your whispers in the dead of the night. Gone is the warmth of your hand in my own, like rain through the dust to the earth seed sown, lost in the echo of an old love song played on a guitar that's been silent too long. Trails turn cold, no embers burn clear. With each lonely sunset, I wish you were near. But I'm just a shadow in your life, once held dear. On a trail turn cold, I'll disappear.
Out by the riverbed, under the old oak shade, where we carved our names in the heart of a lone decade. Scarves in the wind, like her hair wild and free. Every whispered secret, a vow between the willow and me. The riverbend waits, but she's long gone, with the echoes of a love song in the dust, fading light. My heart drifts like leaves on that lonesome water flow, where the shadows of our past in the twilight glow. Now the porch swings empty, the cabin's lost its cheer. Gravel roads lay quiet, wishing she was here. The trails we walk now overgrown, where wild horses roam. In the silence of the plains I wander alone. The riverbend waits, but she's long gone, with the echoes of a love song in the dusk, fading light. Rivers run, but can't wash away the tears I've known. Whispering through the pines, her voice in the wind blown. Underneath the starlit sky lay my weary head, saddled for a pillow, the earth for my bed. The pain's a loyal friend riding by my side, on trails of memory in the night I ride. The riverbend waits, and I keep holding on to the ghost of her laughter in the twilight's mournful song. Maybe time will heal, the river's gonna know why I can't seem to let go as the cold waters flow. As the last chord fades like sunset's final light, the riverbend waits alone. Come
out by the bend of the Willow Creek, where shadows whisper and the oak trees speak. Found a rusty locket in the mud so deep, a relic of what I couldn't keep. The cold wind hums her sweet old tune under the mournful prairie moon. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Ever clasping hinge, a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track, she's a memory I can't win back. The cabin's empty on Mockingbird Hill, her scarf still hangs on the old coat rack, so still. The porch where we danced is worn and gray, time took our names and dreams away. The gravel road where we used to stride, now just a path where my sorrows hide. That rusty locket, heavy round my neck, sank like my heart in the depths of wreck. Every clasp and hinge, a tale of yore. Her love ain't mine, not anymore. Dusty trails and a lonesome track, she's a memory I can't win back. In the silence of the falling rain, I reckon love's like the fleeting train. Tracks lead somewhere but just cold steel, they don't feel the fire that a heart can feel. So I'll drop this locket in the river wide, let it drift where lost things abide. That rusty locket and my breaking heart, in the twilight of love we drift apart. Dusty trails and an endless track, with every sunset I feel her lack. And like the sun dips low out of view, I'm a shadow waiting, missing you.
Tied my horse just past the pine. The town looks smaller this second time. No signs of us, no porch light lit, just echoes of where ghosts once sit. I passed the church, the general store, where you once danced across the floor. But now it's dull, the window's gray, and folks don't smile or look my way. I left without a trace this time. No goodbye kiss, no borrowed rhyme, no letter carved on tabletop, no whiskey toast, no name to drop. I walked right past that broken inn where we carved hearts in busted tin. I asked the barkeep, she still come by. He said, whose son? and that's when I died. I sat alone in that corner booth, the one she'd claim like gospel truth. I ran my hand along the wood where once she swore we'd always be good. I ordered rye like back in fall, said her name soft, just loud enough to call. A couple turned and gave blank stares as if her name dissolved in air. I left without a trace this time, no boot prints in the dusted line, no glances back, no cowboy lore, just silent steps on memory's floor. I brought her name like some old song, but no one knew who it belonged. It hung in air, then disappeared like a love that died when no one hears. I thought pain was missing someone, but worse is when the world forgets they ever run. So I left without a trace this time, not out of rage, not out of crime, just knew there's nothing left to find. When even ghosts don't seem inclined, I tipped my hat, paid the ride, and whispered one last soft goodbye. Her name fell flat, the world stood still, she's gone. But I was never real.
In the shadow of the oak trees' ancient arms, where the wildflowers whisper to the dawn, I saw her last, where the river kissed the farm, her smile a fleeting summer's sweetest charm. But her eyes like dusk, chasing day, shut the door on our love, turned my sky to gray. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past. The saddles gathered dust, the cabin's cold and bare, gravel roads wind lead me to nowhere. Each sunset bleeds into a lonesome hue, the trails we walked are fading just like the truth. In the town where laughter danced in her voice, now stands a quiet, hollow, forgotten choice. Her eyes shut the door, left a silence in the wind, echoes of footsteps where our dreams had been. The porch lights faded, no more shadows cast. Her eyes shut the door on the future, on the past. Now the rain speaks soft on the old tin roof, a symphony for ghosts, a bitter truth. A scarf she left still smells like pine, a token of love lost, not left behind. Her eyes shut the door and the night steals in. I'm a shadow in the dust, I might have been, as the stars look down with indifferent light. Her eyes shut the door, but my heart holds tight. Her eyes shut the door, I'm lost yet roam. Her eyes shut the door on this heart Out where the oak tree shadows lay, by the bend where we used to swim, the old shotgun house, now just a shade. Whispers of the love that's grown dim. Her scarves dance like wildflowers in breeze. On the porch where secrets softly spoke, now just creaks in an empty seas, where laughter used to kindle and stoke. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but I recall every whisper, each twilight fight. Her silhouette in the doorway tall. Rain taps the roof in a rhythm lost. Memories in every dust swirl gust. Heartache's the price, oh what a cost. Left with a say, a wanderer's trust. The gravel road wears a weary path. Cabin window stare blank and white. Echoes of her wild loving laugh. Now just shadows where silence by. Once we roam through the wildlands free, two souls untamed like the river's flow. Now I wander alone, just me, drifting where the cold winds blow. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but I remember all. Each tender kiss, every fiery fight. Her footsteps echoing in the hall. Rain sings lullabies of days now past. Under skies vast, feeling her touch. Love's just a shadow that couldn't last. Left with us yearning, it's all too much. Under the weeping willow I see dreams are like leaves falling away. What I'd give for one more plea, a chance to right what went astray. Oh, how the sunsets bleed in the night. Shotgun forgot, but my heart knows every ending tucked out of sight. In the land where the lonely wind blows, rain washes tracks, but not the pain. Paths we once walked turn to rust. In every sunset's crimson stain, I find a piece of forgotten trust. Shotgun forgot, but a cowboy remembers. In every whisper, carried by the embers.
In the glow of the fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade, we carved our names young and naive on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody, soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long. Her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past the dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and pleas. days. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long. Her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountain might stand tall, but her sin in the rain, it haunts through it all. As the stars peek through the cloak of the night, I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts, I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fading light drifts, love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts, where my heart still lives. In the silence, my old soul forgives.